Hello and welcome to the Halloween edition of Slightly Blurred. I'm your host, Bruce Hetrick. Casper the Friendly Ghost was recently arrested on a decades-old assault charge. Casper pleaded guilty to punching and kicking a TV producer in 1968 after he was told that he was not being friendly enough to the cast and crew of his hit TV show. Authorities have denied a request to release Casper on bond for fear that he will just disappear. Count Dracula has been forced to move out of his 15th century castle in Transylvania due to the housing crisis. The lack of a peasant workforce and the increase in heating costs has sucked him dry. In Crystal Lake, Idaho, Jason, the hockey mask murderer, has reportedly given up killing and instead has devoted his time to wildlife conservation. With potential prey now staying away from the Crystal Lake area, this will allow Jason more time to focus on making Crystal Lake friendly for all animals. Zombies in and around the Washington, D.C. area have been forced to move, citing destruction of habitat and loss of local food supplies. Recent construction around the Washington area has relocated several cemeteries, and the lack of brains in the capital city has caused zombies to search elsewhere for food. Zombies have been advised to move to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. There is sadness in Pumpkinville tonight as Mayor Jack O'Lantern was recently found murdered. Mr. O'Lantern, the former mayor of Pumpkinville since 1959, was found dead around 2 in the morning on the front porch of his home with a lighter in one hand and a candle in the other. Authorities believe O'Lantern's death may be a homicide, as evidence on the scene showed that O'Lantern suffered from multiple stab wounds to the head, and allegedly his brain was removed. Pumpkinville police suspect a serial killer, as several similar deaths have occurred in previous Octobers. Other victims include the Great Pumpkin and Billy Corgan. Police advise pumpkins to stay home after dark and to avoid highway overpasses. And finally tonight, the identity of the Headless Horseman, who has been terrorizing the women of Sleepy Hollow in upstate New York for many years, has finally been made public by the investigative journalists at Slightly Blurred. If you have small children in the room, you may want to tell them to leave. The following photograph may come as a shock to many of you. Viewer discretion is advised. Is anyone really surprised? Coming up next on Slightly Blurred, Transylvania, doom and gloom, or hot tourist destination?
All aboard!
Step back in time at the All Aboard Diner in Lake City. Housed in a historic 19th century train station, the All Aboard Diner offers home-style cooking 7 days a week. The All Aboard Diner serves breakfast every day and features incredible homemade desserts. All-you-can-eat fish Fridays and prime rib on the weekends makes the All Aboard Diner the place to eat in the West County. For the best home-style food around, come to the All Aboard Diner. Welcome back to Slightly Blurred. In this month's travel segment, we're heading off to Eastern Europe, courtesy of the Transylvania Travel Agency. Are you tired of the same old vacation? Are you looking for a unique travel destination that has an assortment of nightlife activities for you to enjoy? Here at the Transylvania Travel Agency, we will give you all of the sights and sounds of your normal vacation and more at unbelievable savings. You ask, what is the cost of this vacation? Airfare and hotel accommodations are provided at no cost. That's right, no cost. Hotel accommodations may seem small at first, but you won't be spending any time in your room because of our fantastic nightlife. For you day walkers, we have beaches, mountain trails, and outstanding sunsets. Let our experienced centuries-old staff be your guide to all the hot spots that we have to offer. Call us tonight. Travel agents are available from dusk to dawn. Transylvania Travel Agency. We won't take a bite out of your wallet. All airfare is one way. Hotel accommodations are for life, may not be combined with any other offer, must provide blood type before travel date, 1 coupon per person per visit. Hotel is not responsible for lost belongings, especially blood. Coming up next, trick or treat. Slightly Blurred Sports is next. Don't go away.
If you can imagine it, you can find it at Retrospect.
Hello, I'm Greg Brown along with Mike Thompson, and this is Slightly Blurred Sports 2009 Trick or Treat Open. In today's contest, Bruce will take on two youngsters, Alexis and Haley, Let's now go live and see how Alexis and Haley are doing.
Hitting the ground running, Alexis and Haley appear to be using the traditional method of going house to house. This appears to be working as Alexis and Haley establish an early lead.
It looks like Bruce has been denied at the first house he has gone to.
Alexis and Haley seem to have caught a break. Even though the person's not home, there's a bucket of candy out there that they're able to grab a couple pieces from.
Oh, it looks like Bruce has stumbled across a house that has actually opened the door for him. Oh, and it looks like he just got rejected yet again.
With time running out, Alexis and Haley are really playing up the cuteness factor in order to get larger and more pieces of candy, and it seems to be working at these last few houses.
Bruce, like Haley and Alexis, has stumbled across a house where nobody is home but left candy out for him to get. And it looks like he has fully taken advantage of this as he has dumped the whole container into his bag. This doesn't bode well for Alexis and Haley.
Alexis and Haley are really utilizing their teamwork, and we believe that this will help them finish strong in this contest.
Unbelievable, folks. Bruce has bought his own bag of candy. This should spell certain doom for Alexis and Haley. While the officials are weighing the candy, let's look at a couple critical replays.
The critical replay for me, Greg, was Alexis and Haley using their speed to get to house. I think this will really help them in this contest.
Mike, I'm going to have to disagree with you. My critical moment is when Bruce brought in his own bag of candy. It's just going to be too much weight to overcome.
The results are in, and it appears that Bruce has won.
Wait a minute, Mike. It appears all the candy for Alexis and Haley has not been weighed.
Oh, it looks like Alexis and Haley are going to win by a landslide. That semi-truck full of candy will easily give them the victory.
As you can see, Bruce is highly upset. Let's congratulate Alexis and Haley on their come-from-behind victory. Well, folks, if nothing else, we have learned that you never underestimate the power of two 2-year-olds. Well, that about does it from the 2009 Trick or Treat Open. There's more Slightly Blurred after this commercial break.
Let's rule it down. Sun up the sundown. Okay. This just in, folks. There's been a disturbance at the Slightly Blurred Motel. We're going live to the security camera feed. Let's see what's going on. Thanks for tuning in to the Halloween edition of Slightly Blurred. Stay focused, or not.